My name is Margarida Barreto. I'm a creative director and partner in Portugal. I have an agency called Electric 28. So we work mainly with design and communications and IT. I have more than 20 years working on branding, advertisement, and yeah, 20 years working with mainly tech companies, brands like HP, Dell, Apple, Mitsubishi. I think that gave me the will and the curiosity to explore everyday new things, because I was always see what they were doing on their fields. So all the innovations. And yeah, I think in design, I've done a lot of things. I started with graphic, then I jumped into UX UI, then I started doing web, a little bit of codes. So I think AI was like a natural step for me. Yeah, I think it started with butterflies on my stomach. It's like I always say. It started, I think it was, yeah, almost 4 years ago. I saw a bunch of things on, I think it was in LinkedIn at the time. Um, Things that now looking back, we say, okay, this is not so cool. But at the time, we have to think that things are going so fast and so crazy. So 4 years ago, seeing this was like, oh my God, this is completely new. This is really a game changer. I didn't knew how to make them, what tools to use, but I started looking and searching and learning. I even, at that time, I didn't use Discord. I knew it for, okay, for games and like a talk platform. But yeah, I I went into it, started using at the time Midjourney. I think it was version 2 of the model. Very, very bad, but it was awesome. Just the idea of writing something and we got an output of an image was totally nuts. And yeah, that's how I started. And in the beginning, I was using just to like to relax from all the chaos of the work, because we have to comply with briefings, do everything by the book for the clients. Even if you are a creative person, sometimes you have to keep it on track. And using AI was like an escape. So I started using just to dream, to have daydreams, as I say. And I started, as the tools were evolving, I started also to share that on social media. And that brought me to another point of existence of, in terms of how my agency started to grow, because I stopped, well, I continued doing it for myself, of course, but I also introduced it into my agency, like firstly for internal processes. We started using like ChatGPTs and Perplexity, but then we started also integrating the AI creativity with the Gen AI tools in our posts, in our Christmas communications, and that brought some curiosity from the clients. They started to see that, and they saw that was different from the language we previously were using. And yeah, a lot of conversations started because of me sharing things just for fun. Yeah. AI gives me any opportunity to talk about this. I do a lot of awareness campaigns, mostly focused on climate change, animal rights, human rights, and it's much easier doing this now than it was some years ago. So these two slides, this one and the next, are some examples of a campaign I'm starting doing. I'm still in the process of the doing the images, starting to produce the videos, but here are some examples of the animations I've already made. I still need to do a lot of post-production, of course, but yeah, this is completely crazy where we are at the moment. Sorry. And these are examples of numerous campaigns I've been done all over the years since I use AI. The first one of the corals I did, I think, was one of the first. Then the one about women rights on Iran. This was when Masa Amini was killed. Then the one with Ghana was another campaign I've done because of the trash, the textile, and the electronic garbage that all the Western world sends to Ghana. The other one with the Red River was a call out I think this title says everything. It's like, one day we can all be refugees too, so we have to put us in the shoes of the others. Then we have in the row below more about climate change. I talk about waste, garbage waste, and things we can do to solve the problems. One of the things I try to do a lot when I deliver or I post any of these teams on social media, I'm always trying to give them data. So I do a lot of research. And again, this is something that is it's more easier today because we have a lot of tools to help us compile the data and get more information. So every time I post anything, I also learn a lot. And my goal is to teach others about the themes that I'm talking. This one was about something that I've been seeing being spread a lot on social platforms, sometimes even in the news, and I see a lot of misinformation about the reality of things. So we all know AI, of course, has a huge footprint on climate, and but sometimes we need to look at everything that is around and put things in a balance. So this was a post I made about that, and a lot of people said, "Oh, okay, I didn't knew about all the other numbers that are here. This make us think a little bit more about the things." So in this, I did for this campaign in particularly, but also for any topic you see here. I like to show the problem, but sometimes also the solutions. May it be by, okay, if you go to this organization and help them, or go back to your country and to your parliament and try to find the right people to create a better way in resolving things. So I like to also present the problems, but bring the solutions too. This was the images that I put it here. Because first I was going, okay, let me see if I can generate some Instagram's posts here with the look and feel of this. But then I'm always jumping around in ideas. But then I thought about doing this fashion campaign. So, but this started as my idea of doing Instagram posts with the images that I already had. So I trained my style, and then I started a project. And I think here I was just with some prompts while the style was doing the training. I was waiting, and I was just playing around with different kind of prompts to see if I got new ideas or approaches that I wanted to, and they could be useful for me to use here. And so this was some things that I was just trying with different prompts and different approaches. Again, I was just looking for a different path to go. Um, and I think it was here what I saw when I saw while I was generating the style that, okay, this thing with the fashion and with the plastic may be something for me to go for, but not in this such high quality fashion. I don't want it. I want something more raw, more organic too. And after that, my style was finished. The training was done, and I started to create different images here. I believe these ones were already with the briefing. Yeah, this one was still with the prompts. It's like if it was a sculpture of something made of rubbish. And from here, I started it was when I created the brief using, so I was here and I create the brief, and I asked, like, this was, and I asked this. And at this time, I think my style was, the influence was in the middle. And I saw, okay, maybe my style is influencing too much the output, the final output. So I think it was, I don't know if it was around here that I lowered the influence of the style, because I wanted something more, not so with so much weight of the plastic debris. And as you can see on this ones, we don't, I think it was from here, the plastic wasn't, yeah, I think this one was with a lower, yeah, model influence. I lowered it here. So you have more fluidity on the textile. This is one of the images that I used for the presentation. And then I started changing the brief itself. I don't know, this one was another brief, similar to the previous, but different. But one of the things that Pimento has is that you don't have to create these briefs, like so massive briefs with so many details. You can create things more concise, and Pimento itself creates awesome things. What I did was I chose the images that I liked the most here, and created another style just with those, so I can reuse it to this campaign that I'm talking about. So let's see, using this new style that I created, and a new briefing. I think it's, yeah, let's wait a little bit and we can continue looking. I can show you, I think. Yeah, these are the images that I used, the ones that I liked it the most, to train the new style. Yeah, it was a dramatic plastic mood board, because I thought they were the most cinematic and dramatic. And so this is the the first time I'm trying this new style because it was generating just before our meeting. So we all be surprised now. Okay, yeah, cool. It's more fashionable, and I think I did the right thing choosing those images because it has the look and feel that I was looking for. And the great thing is here, I did the briefing as you saw, used my style, but you see here, Pimento gives us prompts for each of the images that he generates for itself using this amalgamas of things. So share what you do, learn with others, help others, because that is one of the things that I learned um, in the community, in the AI community, because we all learn with each other. Uh, each one of us has different approaches and different ideas. And I think for us creatives, that a great way to also evolve and be able to try different things. So a lot of things that I know today is because I saw others telling me about, and I do the same with them, and do collaborations. Share the things you're doing. Don't be afraid of sharing. That is also one of the things I say, because I remember when I started sharing my things, I was like, oh my god, this is not worth of sharing, or no one will like it. Don't matter. If you are doing it, share it to the world. Someone will be looking. Don't stop believing that you can do and go further. So yeah, that's my biggest advice. And because see other points of view, other perspectives, I think it's a great way for us creatives and persons to evolve, to be better. So yeah, that is my advice.